Hi, NEACUR. My name is Julie Rislow, and I'm the 2011 to 2012 Regional Director. You're probably asking yourself two questions right now. Number one, what is NEACUR? And number two, what does the director do? First, let me tell you a little bit about NEACUR. We are the Northeast affiliate of college and university residence halls. We are one of 8 regions of NEACUR, which is the National Association of College and University Residence Halls. We are the smallest region by distance, since we're only comprised of New England and New York. However, we make up for that with our 51 member schools. At this point, NEACUR represents over 265,000 resident students. While that may seem a little bit intimidating, it shouldn't be. NEACUR is one of the nicest and most loving regions within NEACUR. We view ourselves as a family and strive to be as inclusive as possible, with both returning and first-time delegates at our conferences. At our conferences, students attend to gain new leadership skills, network with other students around the region, share ideas centering around residence hall living and student leadership. Established in 1991, NEACUR has a short but very strong history. Over the past 20 years, NEACUR has been the first to have a dynamic and working website for our member schools. Establish programming on the go, so that way schools that either could not attend conference or were not able to attend all the programs were able to bring something else back to their communities. We are the first to have an NRHH roundtable. We are the first to have online registration for our member schools for conferences. We were the first, in 1994, to have our delegates attend minis. This allowed for greater networking and a stronger collaboration between our member schools. We are the first to establish a relationship with the professional organization. So we have a very strong relationship with NEACURHO, which is for the housing officers of your school. We are the first to give back to our member schools through grants and scholarships to allow programs to attend on campus and allow for scholarships to be given out so students could attend conferences. We were first to establish a regional mascot. We have Marty the Moose. I'll get into that in a little bit. We are the first to establish an alumni network, meaning that students that left NEACUR could still find their way home. And finally, we were the first to take a stance on advocacy. Last year, we created an award called the Outstanding Advocacy Initiative. Then it was taken to NEACUR, and now it's a focus of NEACUR to look back on advocacy. As you can see, NEACUR is one of the strongest regions in NEACUR. But we're going to take a little step back, and we're going to talk simply just about our region. So you're probably now thinking, what does the director do? I'm in charge of making sure that the NCCs, which are the National Communication Coordinators, making sure that they get all of the information that they need. I represent NEACUR on the National Board of Directors, along with the Associate Director for Administration and Finance and the Associate Director for NRHH. I also am in charge of making sure that NEACUR follows policy and making sure that NEACUR does everything that it's supposed to each year. I know that's very vague. It depends on the year. We're making sure that we are supporting our members that are on the Regional Board of Directors. On the Regional Board of Directors, you have 9 elected officials. You have 1 regional advisor, and then you also have up to 4 conference staff members, 2 for regionals and 2 for minis. These people work tirelessly to make sure that the region is what you need. Now I'm going to go into something else right now. I was asked, what is Moose Love? Moose Love is something that's hard to define. As I talked about before, the moose is our mascot. Moose Love is not, we're not worshiping a mascot. While some schools may have the Huskies or, I don't know, something, or the Torches, let's say, NEACUR has the moose. The moose is, we say that the moose is our daddy. But when we say that, we really mean that NEACUR is a family. The mascot is our daddy. It really means that we really value our leadership and we value the region enough to make sure that it's a family and it's inclusive and that we make sure that everyone gets out of it what they need. Exactly as of how a family operates. We make sure that we recognize each other at the same time. Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about my first conference experience. My first conference was NEACUR 2009 at, was NEACUR 2009 at the University of Arizona. I was so nervous. I was scared, and I was probably feeling just as you were today. It was one of the best experiences of my life. I am a very shy person, and so I really had to step outside my comfort zone and make sure that I really supported my school and represented my school in the best way. While I stepped out of my comfort zone, I made some of my best friends, and I made sure that I learned something as an individual and as a student leader. Moose Life to me really means that you are stepping out of yourself. You are learning about yourself, about the region, and making your school a better place. Yes, it's about friendship. Yes, it's about believing in something bigger. But ultimately, it's about believing in yourself. So that's basically all I have for you right now. And now we're going to hear from your regional board of directors and from some of the affiliates.